Hello, everybody out there. We are the Warp Masters. I know, great name. My co-host over here is giggling with glee. We are huge fans of the show Steven Universe, so much so that we decided to dedicate an entire YouTube show podcast style thing to analyzing and talking about the episodes in the show. So, your Warp Masters for today and forever are me, Shae, and
hi, I'm Cc.
But you can call us by our gems, Fluorite and
I'm Moonstone.
As you can probably tell, we're into the idea of the gemstonas, kind of a Tumblr thing, but whatever.
Pretty rad. You guys should look it up if you haven't.
It's pretty cool. Anyway, today we are going to be talking about the first episode of Steven Bomb 3.0, and for those of you who don't know what that is, it's whenever Cartoon Network decides to let out a full week, an episode every night of a full week of Steven Universe. A totally new episode. So, the first episode of Steven Bomb 3.0 was called Cry for Help.
Boy, was that an episode.
I was so happy.
I was very heartbroken by the end of it, honestly. And very shocked, just the way how it abruptly ended.
Yeah, okay, hang on, we'll get to that in a second. I just wanted to say that the description on this episode was a magical disturbance, interrupt Steven's favorite TV show. And boy, did that not sum it up too well. That gave us low expectations. Cartoon Network, you are the masters of low expectations. Okay, so I say we jump on into it by asking, how did each of us, and what did we think about the episode? What did you think about it?
Me?
What's your opinion?
Alright, my opinion was I completely liked the fusion we saw.
Oh yeah,
I love
they actually hinted to that long before this Steven Bomb by saying that it was going to be the week of sardonyx.
Yeah.
But nobody knew what that meant.
Sardonyx is fabulous.
Yeah, I actually looked up the gemstone sardonyx after the episode, and they matched it pretty well.
She reminds me of you and me in separate ways.
Yeah, kind of.
If you ask any of our friends, they will say I am completely self-obsessed, stupid, and Shae loves to put on a show, let's just say that. And so, towards the episode, I noticed how Pearl and Garnet, when they did their fusion dances, and even after, were very intimate.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I have, a whole thing of notes here for those of you who can't see us, which is everybody.
Yeah, but the thing is after they were done fusing the first time, Garnet literally smiled at Pearl and, twirled her as if in a Disney movie.
Yeah, I think it was more like they had, Pearl said that it had been, such a long time, and, she was, literally, crying before, when Garnet suggested they fuse, and I thought it was that she was happy to finally be the center of attention in somebody's mind other than her own.
Right, that's
because her and Rose, she relied on Rose for all the attention.
Yeah.
So it's like how Amethyst in the episode Reformed said I need to show off how converse I am, I need to look graciously converse so I can show off how smart I am.
Yeah.
And that kind of thing. So
I don't know, but wasn't it just me, or when Garnet found out Pearl, was setting it up, she got way angrier than usual.
No, I think it was more that... Okay, so I'm probably going to talk about this a bunch throughout this series, but
let me just say this really quick.
Okay.
Steven tried to run away with Connie, in the episode where Alexandrite was introduced. I forget what it's called.
Yeah. Fusion cuisine.
Yeah, fusion cuisine.
Yeah.
Honestly, Steven to the Gems is like almost their son, or a dear or a member of their family. You know.
Yeah, I have a theory about that I'll talk about later. But I wanted to say
brotherly or sisterly too.
Yeah, I wanted to say about Garnet really quick that Garnet seems to be really disgusted and shocked by things pretty quickly, or offended at specifically in the episode Keeping It Together,
mm-hmm.
where her and Steven find the cluster, and she's so disgusted and shocked and ready to literally tear apart.
I would see her as more she's just I don't want to say sad because that's an understatement, you know. Yeah. But she's not disgusted by it. She's just you know.
Well, my point is that whenever she saw the cluster poofed the hand and foot duo, she was ugh. She was it looked like she was going to cry and throw up and scream all at once.
Right.
She just disgusted, I like to use that word, but offended, shocked, utterly terrified, I guess. But
not yet. Sorry, my mom's here, but
I'll edit that out.
Offended by that.
Oh my gosh, Mom, we're talking about stuff. Alright, anyways. Sorry about that. So the thing is with Garnet, she's very cool mind. She's very calm.
Yeah.
Right? Especially when we see her fighting. You know, she's very calm and collected. Even when, as I was stating earlier, when Steven tried to run away, she's very motherly or sisterly to Steven, right?
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, you know, having your child almost run away or possibly be killed would freak a mother out. I should know. I've done it to my mother many times. But Garnet was super calm and wasn't angry at Steven like she was at Pearl. So her and Pearl are connected in a larger way than her and Steven.
But my viewpoint here is that I think Garnet is she just gets easily, like I said, disgusted or offended by things, and
she's rash,
I feel like
she said herself.
What?
She's rash.
Yeah, I think that she felt betrayed by somebody she felt so closely to,
mm-hmm.
Fusing with her to form Sardonyx and being so happy that was an experience they could have while still making progress, and then finding out that it was completely the opposite, that Pearl was not helping her.
Right.
She was hindering their progress, as she said that Peridot's out there somewhere and Pearl's been distracting us with nothing.
I just feel something happened that made their bond stronger, and then, or they have a very strong bond in some way. Maybe they went through something together, you know, that bonded them really strongly, and then Pearl shattered that. And that's why Garnet is so upset about it.
Yeah. I wanna move on here, just because we're already 9 minutes through the podcast.
Okay.
YouTube show thing. But on my notes, I wrote down, I feel in season 2, we're gonna see a, the next season or whatever, the next, session of everything, we're gonna see so many more gems, new gem characters.
Definitely.
Peridot calling out to Yellow Diamond, who is obviously still, alive, so none of the gems, and there's been theories that some of the gems they've collected have been diamonds, but, obviously Yellow Diamond could not be one of them if Peridot's still calling out to him / her.
Yeah.
/ neither. But,
we're just gonna say she, just
she, yeah, they always use the pronoun of she, but, she was calling for more gems, and she was calling to, send help, send somebody.
So more homeworld gems might be coming to Earth.
I think more gems, period.
Right.
I think maybe they might be more hostile towards the crystal gems, if anything, because they're there to help Peridot.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more fusions as well.
Yeah.
And perhaps we'll see the Jasper Lapis fusion again.
Malachite?
Yeah, Malachite.
We saw Malachite and Chilotide.
So, maybe they'll finally find Malachite in the ocean.
Yeah, well, in the episode Chilotide, where Steven was dreaming and everything, and I feel like Lapis may be giving into like raining destruction on Earth with Jasper as Malachite, because like at the end of that episode she said like, I'm not Lapis anymore. We're Malachite.
Yeah.
We're Malachite now. Like, instead of being like, I have to focus to hold down our fusion with the weight of your planet's ocean, like instead she was like, no, we're Malachite. We are this thing. And like I don't think she was like,
it's not Jasper, it's not Lapis anymore.
It's Malachite.
It's Malachite.
I think she's, like, given into raining destruction on Earth. And internally, she's, like, agreeing with Jasper almost.
I don't think Lapis gave into it, necessarily, but that she was forced.
I think she more accepted it, almost. I think she more accepted it just because she seemed so angry at Steven for trying to help her, and then she was like, no, I'm not Lapis, we're Malachite.
Yeah.
Okay, other things on my notes. At the beginning of the episode, Cry for Help, we saw Garnet take off her visor again.
Right.
To show her eyes.
I saw that.
I think that might be a hint at Ruby and Sapphire coming back.
That's what I wanted to say, is this...
Yeah.
This season, I want to see two major things. One is a lot more Ruby and Sapphire. Two is I want to see more Steven fusions. Because we know...
Yes, I want Steven to fuse more.
Yeah. We know he can fuse because of Stevani.
Yeah, but we know he can fuse with humans.
Right.
So he must be able to fuse with gems.
Yeah.
Because, like, it was more doubtful that he could fuse with like, humans than gems.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we know that one half is possible, the other half has got to be possible.
Exactly.
Okay, so... Oh, and here's a thing that you probably did not notice. Sardonyx has pink diamonds on her feet.
I didn't notice that.
I'll
seen the episode once. Shae here's seen it like 20 times.
Yeah, but it's not that. I didn't even see it in the episode. I saw it on the Steven Universe wiki, and I'll send you the link right now to Sardonyx's page, or like I'll send you a link to the photo or something. But like, if you look at her feet, she has pink diamonds on her feet.
Right.
So I'm gonna send you a link to that picture really quick.
To my email?
No, on Skype I can do that.
Oh, cool.
But like...
We'll edit this out.
There we go. But like, yeah, Sardonyx has pink diamonds on her feet. And you mentioned to me earlier before we started recording that, like, was Rose a part of the Diamond Authority? And
right.
There are theories that Rose was a part of the Diamond Authority as, like, a pink diamond. Do you see Sardonyx?
Yeah, I do. See, the thing with that is I was looking...
Just saying, right now your audio is being kind of weird.
Oh,
never mind, it's back.
Okay.
But now your face is super zoomed in on my screen, but whatever.
The thing with the reason I asked that is I forget, I think it was in Rosa's Scabbard, they went to a temple, and you saw 4 diamonds. That
wasn't in Rosa's Scabbard, that was in, Sirius Steven, I think. Yeah, Sirius Steven.
But there's a pink diamond, a blue diamond, a white diamond, and a yellow diamond. And
Where's the pink diamond?
It was... Let me try and get it up on...
Alright, but there's, like... My thing is that a lot of people think that Rose would have been a part of it because, like, why else would she think to fight for Earth? Or, like, why else would they be so mad about the rebellion? Or, like... Because Rose's symbol, most often, is a pink diamond.
Right.
Like, triangle shape. And that's even on Steven's current shield, is the triangle.
Yeah.
And I'll show a picture of that right about now.
Let me try and get a picture up that I want to show you. You discuss
Okay, another thing that I have in my notes is that on the Crying Breakfast Friends TV show, right?
Right.
Like at the beginning of the episode, it's the pair said like I'm sorry I lied to you, and then Steven was like, oh, poor pair, wouldn't you I would forgive her, would
Yeah,
you? And then Garnet was like,
Garnet was
I
like,
think that represents Pearl and Garnet.
yeah, definitely.
And then because then at the very end it was like I'm sorry, I forgive you, and then Amethyst was like, I wish things worked out like they did in cartoons.
Yeah, and then it stops.
Yeah, yeah, and also Amethyst pretty much quoted Sugalite almost directly in her song. She said maybe you're better off with her, and she said like, I forgot how good it was to be us.
Yeah,
And when
yeah.
Sugalite was formed, she said, I forgot how good it feels to be me.
See, this is it. This is it. Can you see that?
Not really. Just
I'll text
send
it
the link
to you.
in Skype.
I know, but I don't have the link on. I'm using my phone.
Oh, okay, whatever. But like, Amethyst like quoted Sugalite, but changed me to us.
Yeah.
I think she's like accepting a separation between her and Garnet almost.
And and like I said before, I feel like there's a stronger bond between Pearl and, Garnet. And we see that the whole bond between Garnet and Amethyst is because Garnet makes Amethyst feel stronger.
Yeah. I was actually gonna say, Amethyst, like, it's been shown in like a lot in the show that Amethyst is more weak than any of them.
Yeah.
Like, she can't defeat Pearl, as shown in On the Run, where they're fighting and Pearl is like, you can't defeat me, and Amethyst is like, shut up, or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, she's like weaker almost. Also that she couldn't defeat the Slinker in Reformed, but Garnet could.
Yeah.
But like, I think that, and this is gonna sound like not that big of a deal. Amethyst may be slightly weaker in fighting because of her lack of depth perception.
How so?
Because she always has her hair over one eye. So like in that episode, Cry for Help, Steven was like showing her the finger sausage thing, and he was like, here, try this, and he moved her hair over, and she was like, whoa.
Yeah, by the way, I actually tried that. It's a thing.
Yeah, I tried it too, and I closed one eye also, and I tried to do it, and it didn't work.
It works
like
for me.
But if you close one eye, then it doesn't work.
Well, maybe you don't have any depth perception, Shae.
No, that's what I mean is when both your eyes cause depth perception.
Right.
When you're missing an eye or like have it closed, you don't have as much depth perception.
Right. Did you get the picture, by the way?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
All right.
Then also, I was wondering, like, haven't they said like a lot that the gem technology right now is too advanced for them? The crystal gems, it's like advanced beyond their capabilities.
Maybe.
They said that like The Return, I think. They said like we're dealing with a new threat. They've advanced beyond what we know.
So that's
but I was wondering was when Pearl uses Peridot's escape pod, how does she know to use the more advanced gem technology? Because they've been gone from the home world for thousands and thousands of years. So that would mean the gem society has advanced incredibly.
Right.
So, like, how would Pearl know how to use that technology?
Well, maybe.
Like, is she just super smart, or
well,
like?
We know Pearl is intelligent. Pearl.
Yeah,
is
like
very.
She's using it with ease.
But the thing is maybe that control system has always been there. It's just maybe the controls were different. So maybe she hacked into it and figured and scanned through how to use it.
Yeah, I was also gonna say, this is a theory in a lot of things. Garnet must have to use her third eye to activate her future vision because, like, consciously.
Yeah.
Because if it was always going, it would be like maddening.
Right.
And because in the episode Future Vision, she's like, when she's talking about future vision, it like goes under her visor and shows the silhouettes of her two eyes, and then it opens her third eye and it like goes into that eye to show everything.
Right.
And like she used that in when she was playing Meat Beat Mania in the episode Arcade Mania.
I didn't
she had her third eye
see that episode because my computer at the time was bugging out, so I had to skip that episode.
Okay.
But
she was like, her eye was moving around while she was playing the game, so I think she was predicting the movements of the game.
Right. I forgot what I was going to say.
Okay, so I have 2 more points on this, on my notes. So, first, I noticed that, like, Amethyst and Pearl, like, rarely ever get along. Like, ever.
Yeah.
But in this episode, specifically, Amethyst tried to defend Pearl.
Right. Well, I think it's because Amethyst thought she knew what Pearl was going through.
No, but, like, I feel like Amethyst and Pearl have grown, a connection, kind of, like, between the episode's Secret Team and, what am I thinking of? Like,
Giant
Secret
Woman?
Team, huh?
Giant Woman?
Yeah, kind of, and just, like, episodes like that, they seem to have grown more of a, like, understanding of each other, almost. So, and I think Amethyst, like, yeah, like you said, like, thought she understood what Pearl was going through.
Yeah.
But Garnet, like, just didn't care.
Garnet was just really mad. And
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna see a lot more emotion from her.
Yeah, I think that extra emotion started with the episode keeping it together.
Yeah.
Because, like, she's been talking a lot more than she used to, and like, smiling more and being more happy.
Yeah.
And, like, okay, my last point on here, and I can't get your message, by the way, the picture.
Oh, okay.
But I'll check it out later. But my last point is, at the end of the episode, why does Pearl look so utterly terrified of Sugilite?
Because
she looks, like, absolutely terrified, like,
she almost
more scared than before.
She almost didn't beat Sugilite, and we know...
Yeah, but she did.
Right, but the thing is that was when both of Garnet and Amethyst were in a good mood. Garnet is now really mad, which makes Sugilite... Sugilite was obviously really mad and angry when Garnet and Amethyst fused at that point.
I just feel like at that point, Garnet and Amethyst were both much more in control.
They
much more like tame, I guess.
And I guess Pearl. To me, it didn't look like Pearl was terrified.
She looked terrified to me. She was like clutching the place where she got stabbed.
She was like, maybe she wasn't terrified of Sugilite, but of Garnet. And after Garnet would fuse back. Because did you notice at the end of the episode when they're walking, she just completely stops. Because Garnet didn't even look into her eyes, and maybe that's what she was worried about.
Yeah. I don't know. You got any other points on this episode?
Well, not really. I think we're going to be seeing a little more Lion as well. Just because Lion was a bigger role.
Since we're like 23 and a half minutes through the episode, so I'm going to, while we still have some time, I'm going to bring up this thing that I made, like, a couple, like, yesterday, I want to say. I wrote up this whole, like, Steven Universe timeline that we know currently, and then wrote a couple of my theories, and I would like to list there's like 2 or 3. So with Lion, I think that, like, when Rose gave up her life to create Steven, she used half of herself, like just her gem, which contained the core of her being, so like her personality, and that's what was used to create Steven. And then with like her mind and like her thoughts and her memories, she created Lion, right? As like a guide to Steven.
Right.
Because she was conscious of the fact that only Amethyst, Pearl, or Garnet or Greg wouldn't be a good path for Steven. Like, they just represent, like, a single narrow path that he could take on his life. So Lion, I think she created as a guide for Steven in his life. So, like, and, like, that's why Lion has, like, is pink and has a bunch of Rose's stuff inside of his mane, like her sword and, like, that t-shirt that Greg gave her and that banner of hers and just stuff like that. It's like her memories.
Right.
And how Lion knew where Rose's armory was.
That's the picture I sent you, by the way.
Okay.
You should take a look at that. Because that's the whole Diamond... That's where I thought Rose was part of the Diamond Authority.
Yeah, also with Sardonyx's the pink diamonds on her feet, I think it's a reference to rose quartz again. Oh yeah, I see your point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be canon that I wouldn't doubt that Rose was a part of the Diamond Authority, and maybe that's why Jasper hates her so much, because she, like, went against her home planet, which, like, her home planet, which she stood for, which Jasper obviously cares about.
And there was another theory I read online, that all the diamonds part of the Diamond Authority were, excluding Rose, this is before we even considered Rose part of the Diamond Authority, was that the diamonds, like, yellow diamond, white diamond, blue diamond, were all fusions. But the thing is that Jasper completely is against fusions, so there's no way she...
No.
Yeah.
I don't think that theory works out.
No.
Checks out. But my other theory we talked about, I was going to mention this earlier, but you said that, like, they value Steven because they're, like, a part of his family, right?
Yeah.
I think Pearl and Greg specifically value Steven more because he is their only connection left to Rose, and to Greg he represents, like, the fusion that he could never achieve with Rose that he tried so hard for.
Yeah.
You know?
So, I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah, I think we covered some pretty good stuff. I think we have a lot coming in the future. We have
more Ruby and Sapphire, more...
Yeah, based on when this episode is going to be posted, there is the second episode of Steven Bomb was yesterday night, and we will be covering that very soon, possibly the same day that this is posted.
Yeah. Or maybe the next day. We never know.
Yeah, and somewhere around there. And we will be covering the whole Steven Bomb 3.0. And then, and I promise you all out there that we will get to the other episodes after this Steven Bomb is over, just because we want to cover all the new stuff that's happening right now as soon as possible.
Just so that way, you know, because we've seen all the episodes.
Yeah.
So we know
pretty much all
of it.
Maybe missed, like, one.
Yeah. So.
But, like... Yeah, but we will definitely get to all of the episodes, I promise, and we will talk about them in their own separate episodes, or we might talk about some of them in dual episodes, like The Return and Jailbreak, or like Mirror Gem and Ocean Gem, and just stuff like that. But anyway, we will see you guys next time. This has been your Warp Masters, Shae or Fluorite, and
Cc and Moonstone.
And we will see you guys next time.
Bye.